Hello, happiness abounder, and welcome back. So today I want to continue our discussion about debt's impact on happiness, but I want to take a little bit of a side angle and talk about something we've all heard before, something I think we all know the concept of, and that's keeping up with the Joneses. You've heard, I know I've heard that phrase so many times, right? You make decisions, whether you consciously know it or not, about keeping up with your neighbor or whoever it may be. And back in the day, that it was your neighbor. It may be the people down the street, but it didn't really get much further than that. But in today's day and age, our keeping up with the Joneses turns into everybody who's on social media that we follow. And we start making choices based on wanting to have the happy lifestyle that they have. I put happy in air quotes because you don't know if they're happy. You're seeing a highlight reel. But you want to have their happy lifestyle. And so you start making choices on how to have a life like they have versus having a life that you have. Now, that's not me saying you can't have nice things. Not at all. But that is me saying that you're making choices and maybe spending money you don't have to keep up with or to compete with people that you see online. So-and-so got a new car, suddenly your car's not looking so great, right? Or so-and-so just got back from this great vacation and now you're like, well, we need to go on vacation. I want to go to a place that's beautiful and have all the Instagram pictures. And I'm going to even use me for an example. If you are following me on Instagram, you know that every weekend that I've been here in Scotland, I have gone out and explored hardcore. Like, I'm talking 17 miles of walking a weekend across 2 days, if not more. I've gone and hiked in the mountains a couple of times. I've gone to the seaside, and saw the River of Tay, which I thought was very ironic and fun. And I just have gotten out every single weekend. Now, if you weren't paying attention, you might think that I'm here on a 5-week vacation and I'm just having the time of my life and, oh, she gets to go here, she gets to go here, she gets to go here. When in reality, I'm here for work, and Monday through Friday, which you don't see Instagram stories of, I'm working. And in fact, I'm working from about 8:15 in the morning here to about 8:15, 8:30 or so in the evening here to compensate for my mountain time zone teams and being able to help and support them, and my now Scottish-based, my British Standard Time team. And so if you were going to compare and be like, wow, Scotland looks beautiful, I really want to go to Scotland now, and I need to do that, and there's a trip right now for Black Friday, and I can get that deal. I can't afford it right now, but we need to go because look, it just is awesome. And I need that on my list now because if Taylor's gone, then I need to go. Now, I'm not saying maybe it's not that extreme. And I'm not saying you, particularly you, listener, are thinking that way. But I do see and even catch myself thinking that way sometimes without ever having the full picture. The full picture here is I'm here because work is paying for it. I'm here because I'm working 12, 14-hour days to compensate for working across 2 continents, and on the weekends I want to get the most out of it that I can because that really is my only me time, and so I'm going really hard on the weekends to explore a country that I have the opportunity to be a part of for 5 weeks. And so it's just really interesting to me because like I said, I do this too. I see somebody has a new car and I'm like, I want a new car. Fun fact, I drive a 21-year-old hoopty. It's worth $280. And I love it. I love this car because we paid cash for it and it's super comfy and it gets me from A to B. But it doesn't change the fact when I see somebody gets a new car, I'm like, oh, maybe I could use a new car. And then I start comparing and it impacts my happiness. And then I start making debt-riddled decisions to keep up with whoever that person is because they have a car and maybe I deserve one too. Now, maybe I do deserve a nice car. It's not about deserving. It's not about being worthy. It's not that at all. You are worthy and deserving of everything that you want in your life. But I would encourage you to start looking at how you are making your decisions, your purchasing decisions. And if you are making them based off of Instagram photos, other people's experiences, and what you think that you need right now, versus putting it on a list, putting it on a vision board maybe, and starting to work towards it in your own time. And truly defining, do I want this for me? Do I want those experiences? Do I want that car? Do I need it right now because I need to keep up with that person? Or am I willing to spend a little bit of time and work hard, save the money, and do it debt-free? So that in the long run, I can have more happiness and less heaviness on me. Now, there's tons of different money mindsets, right? There's the money mindset that you're debt-free all the way, you pay cash for everything. There's the money mindset that you can use credit cards because you're getting the points and you're playing the system. Then there's the mindset that you go into debt for a long-term win that will pay itself off. There's so many mindsets here, and you can totally have a different mindset than me. But my mindset is that try to stay out of debt as much as possible. And especially don't go into debt because so-and-so got the new car or so-and-so is on vacation, because you don't know and you can't assume how they're paying for it or why they're there. If I'm going to use the I'm on vacation in Scotland, air quotes, I'm here working. And I just happen to be really honored and lucky to work for a company and work in a position that allows me to do this. If you're not in that position, that doesn't mean your life sucks. That doesn't mean your job is terrible. That just means you have your life and you can make it what you want to make it. But don't make those decisions based on what I'm doing or what somebody else is doing or what you think you have to have right now so you can be better than the Joneses. Instead, make those decisions based on, will this provide value to my life? Will the journey to get there help me be happier? Whoa. It's not about the end product. It's about the journey. Will the journey to get there make me happier? Now, I don't want this episode to be all about me, but I will share another example of this. When I did 75 Hard, the first phase 1, and the foundation phases. But when I did the foundation phase, as I was starting it, my husband was like, so what are you going to do to reward yourself at the end? And I was like, nothing. The reward is completing it. The reward is all the hard work every single day to get there, to say that I did it. The reward is not cake and a party at the end. The reward is the actual achievement of getting it. And the reward is the growth that I've experienced, the journey that I've had to get here. And that can bring you so much joy and happiness. So when you are thinking about that next thing that you want, right? We're coming into December, we're coming into Black Friday right away, then we're coming into December, we're coming into the new year. This is times where we make choices about, oh, but it's a deal, so I need it. It's a time where we make choices based on thinking that end result will help us be happy, or that end product will help us be happy, versus the work to get to that result. And this is the time where we start thinking about the new year and new goals and what will help us be happier. So as you're thinking about all those things in the coming month, I want you to just keep in mind, don't make those decisions because it's keeping up with the Joneses or what you're seeing on social media or what you think that you need to have right here, right now, this second. Instead, embrace the journey. Embrace the work that it can take and how that can impact and help you be happier to get to those things that you want, those experiences that you want. Because you do deserve them. But don't go for the instant gratification of debt. Instead, look at how you can embrace those experiences and that journey to get there debt-free. So I hope this episode resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear from you. Thank you to those few people who did reach out and share your money perspectives. Super enlightening and helpful, and I really appreciate you sharing. So that said, you can find me at happinessabound.com, happinessabound blog on Facebook, and happiness_bound on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. So that said, have a wonderful day, and remember, you are capable of happiness abound.